Hey there, second trumpets. Welcome to today's episode of Corona Band at Salem Junior High School. We are going to play Star Wars: The Force Awakens today. I'm going to show you a couple of things to take note of in this piece so that you can be working on them correctly. The first is triplets. What on earth are triplets? Well, triple means three. So triplets give you three counts within one. What does that sound like? If this is my beat, I'm going to put three within one of those. 1 lit, 2 lit, 3 lit, 4 lit, 1 lit, 2 lit, 3 lit, 4 lit. So notice I'm putting three within the one snap. Also notice that I kept track of my counts by saying 1, 2, 3, 4. That's really important because otherwise you might be prone to get lost within a measure where you're at and where you're putting the triplet. So I've written that down here. 1 lit, 2 lit, 3 lit, 4 lit. That's the way that I recommend counting through a measure of triplets. You'll notice in your second measure in this piece, you have triplets on count 2 and count 4. To help you keep track of where those notes need to be placed, it's going to be best to go 1, 2 lit, 3, 4 lit, 1, 2 lit, 3, 4 lit. It's also really important to notice in like measure, let's see, 6, 7, 8, measure 9, you get triplets on count 1. Or measure 5, 6, 7, those triplets are happening on count 1. So you want to make sure you place those correctly. 1 lit, 2, 4, 1 lit, 2, 4, and make sure those are happening in the right place, okay? Item number 2 is measure 18. You'll see 2 eighth notes together with a slur over them. And the whole measure does that, okay? 2 eighth notes slurred together. We want to think T-ya, 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 T-ya. Looks like a bunch of little smiley faces down the measure, okay? But you need to tongue each beat. T-ya, 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 T-ya. It'd be the same as tonguing quarter notes. Ta, 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 ta. And then your fingers are changing the pitches every eighth note. T-ya, 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 T-ya. This is what that will sound like. You also have several accidentals in there, so you want to pay attention to that. A, so you have C, B flat, A flat, G. So C, B flat, A flat, G, F, E flat, D, C, G. I'm purposefully putting a little more emphasis on the tongued notes so you can hear that. T-ya, 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 ta. Okay. Then, lastly, measure 21 to the end is March of the Resistance. That needs to be really nice, short, clear articulations, separated on accents. So from the beginning at measure 21, you have and make sure those staccatos are really short. That, 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 not. We're never going to hear those eighth notes. That's what it sounds like if my tongue is kind of not getting involved. So when your tongue is involved, ta ta ta, ta 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 ta, ta ta ta. And notice it's just that tongue. I'm not going I'm not chewing on those notes. Make them nice and short. The other thing to take note of is all those accents that you come across. Let's look at like measure 25. So those accents are nice and strong. Da, da. Okay? That's about all I have for explaining today. I do remember one more thing. Measure 48, you have a C sharp on count 3. There's also C sharp later in that measure. So it'd be wise to take the pencil and mark in that C sharp where it happens again. Otherwise you'll probably miss it. So again, this is measure 48. So you have B, C sharp, okay? It's also important to note that it starts with a B flat at the front of the measure, then it gives you a B natural accidental later. So go slowly through that, make sure each note is right. Okay, play that with me. Again. You can gradually speed that up. Okay? It's a great technique for working on any measure that is kind of sketchy for you. Just take it slow, get it right, and gradually go faster. Do it right lots of times. Let's go ahead and play through this entire piece. Three measures of rest. Okay? In the end there, measure 52, 53, 54. Make sure you don't go too high for the B natural to B flat. Because we're used to you're hearing the melody in the upper pitch. Don't go to the upper pitch. Stay low so we get the harmony, okay? Thanks for watching. Happy playing at home.